Hey, I'm Ronnie. Let's look at this house together. This house happens to be my listing. This is 140 Old Pond, and we're in the Cedar Grove neighborhood. Cedar Grove is honestly a great neighborhood. I love it simply because of all the mature trees. You're starting to see less and less of that in the area as all the builders come in, but this is one of those neighborhoods where you have the mature trees, the streets are quiet, you can walk the neighborhood. There's a voluntary HOA in here. Old Pond, the road ends down there, so this house is great because it's on this large corner lot. You have a dead-end street there, and you have this kind of cul-de-sac right here as well. So if you have kids or something like that, there's plenty of room for them to play. I might have already said this, but there's a voluntary HOA in this neighborhood. One thing about this particular house and this particular neighborhood is you'll notice that the city it's under is Columbia. However, where I'm standing, where I am, I genuinely would say that I would consider this the Irmo area. We are about 9 minutes from Trader Joe's, call it 15 to Costco. You're really close to a lot of the big box stores, restaurants, the Columbiana Mall. But this is closer to Irmo than it is closer to downtown Columbia. And I think you should remember that when you're researching the area. Just because the city says Columbia definitely does not necessarily mean that you are in downtown Columbia. I'm sure wherever you live, there are similar towns like that where you really wouldn't consider it that town, even though it has that city in its name. So again, you have a lot of mature trees here. This is a 4-bed, 2-bath. The reason I'm making this video is to show you essentially what $270,000 gets you in this area. Driveway here. I'll take you around to the backyard afterwards. Obviously, this is a very, very charming house. Corner lots are desirable. This house has a lot of character. Brick as you go up. Storm door. And I'm just going to kind of walk you guys in and show you again what about $270,000 gets you in the area. So as we walk through this house, again, you're going to see a lot of charm and a lot of character. Obviously, detail on the wall. This is the dining room leading into the kitchen. And then you have your living room with a wood-burning fireplace. I'll show you all kinds of details, but of course, your standard closet under the garage, stairs off the front, and then I'll go through here. So here's the kitchen. I'm going to show you something I really love about this kitchen. I love a good eat-in dining area, especially with the bay window overlooking the backyard. I always think that's a nice feature. So you have an eat-in area here for your kind of casual breakfast meals, coffee, and so on and so forth, whereas you actually have a dining room as well for the more formal meals. But this is one of my favorite things. I can appreciate a good pantry, good storage area. This is where the laundry is. So going down here, you have your laundry area, but you have some shelving up here as well. And then over here is some additional shelving. So you have this massive walk-in pantry laundry area right off the kitchen, which again I appreciate because you're busy in the kitchen, you're meal prepping, you're making meals, whatever it is you're doing, and then right off here you could be doing laundry. You have good storage. This kitchen for the type of house already has good amount of cabinets in my opinion, but it's all obviously nice to have additional storage there as well. Eat-in area, side entrance right here for when you park and come home for the day. And then here is your living room. This is a spacious living room. You have a wood burning fireplace. So lots of good natural light in here. And then over here you have 2 bedrooms, one of them being the primary. There's the front door again. And then just giving you another shot of the living room. Okay, so this bedroom here is on the smaller side compared to the other 3 bedrooms in the house. However, this would be a great office, home office in my opinion, or it would be a great nursery. And the reason I say that is because the primary is right here. So if this is the primary and you have a baby, this would be a wonderful nursery right off of the primary bedroom. The primary bedroom is a good size. It's in the back corner of the home. You have a walk-in closet right here. Everybody appreciates a little bit more closet space. And then again, the primary is a good size. Now, there's one bathroom on the main floor. How you access that, you can access it through the master right here. You have your vanity, and you have your shower tub combo. That has its own door so that you can close that off if somebody's taking a shower. And then obviously you have your sink there. There is another entrance to the bathroom right here for maybe anybody that might be staying in this bedroom or if you have guests over. But you also have the privacy of having your own door off the primary for the bathroom. So that's the first floor. And then let me take you upstairs and I'll also take you around the backyard. What I'll do is I'll kind of walk through again this way. We have the living room. Going back into your kitchen. Kitchen has a lot of good natural light. I might already mention that. And then going over here through the dining area, we'll go upstairs. Upstairs you have two large bedrooms. So they could be additional, obviously, bedrooms if somebody wants to use them for that. But these would be a good playroom. This would be a good media room. The one off to the right has some storage. I call those little scuttle access points. So usually houses that are like this have some extra storage that you can utilize. There are two closets in here as well. And it kind of has the roof line, if you will, elevated ceiling. So this is a good bedroom up here. And then across the way is the fourth and final bedroom. There is a full bathroom up here as well. This is the bigger of the two up here. And this is where I'm saying, you know, this could be an exercise room, a playroom, a media room. It could be a lot of things. Or again, it could just be another bedroom. You do have two closets, just like the other one. They're a good size. Here's one closet right there. And then, like I was saying, these two bedrooms share a full bathroom. So, give you a good idea of that. You have a tub shower combo over here, and then I'll take you guys downstairs. So this house, while I'm walking, I guess I'll talk. This house, like I said, I'd consider this almost Irmo. We are probably, less than 10 minutes from Lake Murray. We're right across the dam from Lexington. Location-wise, this is a great location, being close to a lot of conveniences and a lot of the desirable things people move here for. So we have a really nice screened-in porch back here. I love the height of the porch. It actually feels taller than some of the other screened-in porches I'm used to seeing. The backyard has a nice large shed for some storage. This again is a really good space. You know, on a nice beautiful day, you could use this as extra living space, open this door up and have friends over. Going down to the backyard, you have a lot of patio space. You have some yard over here. I'd probably utilize this space. I'd clean this up, maybe take out these fences. They were obviously here for some kind of reason at one point, maybe an animal, but I would try to get some grass growing back there. And then you have this backyard here. There's some room here. You obviously have the shed, which is super, super useful. And then this is the carport area, which you saw in the front when I did the front of the house earlier. That's over there. There's a gate here, so you could get a good 3 cars, I'd say maybe even more, from the street all the way back here. And then you have your side door to the kitchen. Shed wise, this is a really great size. I'll go ahead and open it just so you can see. And then there you go. So you got a good size shed. Again, this is a good size yard. It needs to maybe be utilized just a little bit better, in my opinion, but you could do a lot back here. This is a really, really adorable house. It has a lot of character, a lot of charm. I do love this house. I love the neighborhood. I love the location it's in. There's the fireplace. And I just, again, wanted to give you a really good idea of, hey, I'm moving to the area. My budget's no more than $300,000. You know, this is a good option for somebody in that price point. There's a lot you could do with this home. I truly think it's a good example. Like I said, I'll walk out the front door just to give you an idea, but this is a really charming street. You know, it's quiet. It feels very homey. If a street could feel like the good old days, I think that's the best way to put it. Hey, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about moving to the area, just feel free to reach out.